The number of reps and sets and stretches doesn't matter nearly as much as progressive overload, and this means to consistently show up and gradually over time make it a little bit harder, whether it's strength training or stretching. And I know that sounds like a cop out answer, but there is no magical number of those things that will lead you to your goals. What matters most is your own persistence and your own consistency. With that being said, there really is no amount of stretching that is too much. You can stretch all day, every day if you really wanted to, but there is such a thing as too intense of stretching. When it comes to stretching, we want to work at a level that we could smile and breathe through normally. If we are wincing in pain and trying to force a position is very counterintuitive. Just like strength training, stretching is very neurological. So if your body senses a position that's dangerous, it's actually going to tighten up and do the opposite of the results that we want. Your body's main task is to help you stay alive and avoid uncomfortable positions. So if you're in an uncomfortable position to the extent that you're wincing in pain, your body's going to refuse that, and hopefully next time you don't put yourself in that position again. So a good strategy is to put yourself in postures and positions that you could breathe very deeply but comfortably. Almost as if you're fogging up a mirror. You could do this with one stretch, two stretches, three stretches, once a week, twice a week, three times a week. The volume doesn't really matter. What matters is just gradually increasing that over time. Now, I can just give everyone a general plan, but I think that really encourages an all or nothing thought process where if I told you, for example, you want to do 3 rounds, 3 days a week of 10 different exercises and hold each one for a minute. Some people are going to look at that and say, I don't have the time for that. I'm just not going to do it. Or that sounds extremely boring. I'm not going to participate in that. Because everyone has different circumstances in their everyday life and they want to spend their free time doing the things they actually enjoy. So my suggestion is to start with the bare minimum and then from there, see if you can add a little bit more, whether it's in one session or throughout the day. That kind of stuff is very secondary compared to the consistency and your own persistence.